Hello lovely people. Usually I look rough or I sound rough, but today I actually feel rough. I want to have a little conversation with you. A little conversation that involves us all, especially if you live in Scotland. It is 100% true. Armed or not armed, it really doesn't make a difference to me, to be honest. I think it would have made more of a difference if she hadn't lied about it. They did let a rocket off the chain. Mutually assured destruction. Like I say, I don't care whether it was carrying any nuclear payload or anything. It shouldn't make a difference. But we need to have a conversation. Well, we need to have a serious conversation. Because these people are in charge. This woman that blatantly lied to everybody is in charge. And the conversation I want to have should get you up off your asses and doing something about it. This mad woman, I like to compare her to Maggie Thatcher, has the power to destroy us. I know it's just words, I know some of you aren't feeling that vibe, but maybe you'll feel this one. If that was Russia or China or America launching deliberately or unintentionally with a nuclear payload or without, we would be looking at war. It's as simple as that. We would be looking at war. Yet this woman, this woman in charge of our country, can lie about the fact that the Wallies were let off the chain. You know, to be perfectly honest with you, I do need to look into whether it was accidental, whether it was done on purpose, or whatever the case would be. But we need, that's us, I'm not even going to draw battle lines and borders and all this shite. You know, it shouldn't make a difference whether you live in Scotland, England, Ireland, Wales, France, whatever. We have a problem. You know, if we were astronauts, it'd be Houston, we have a problem. But Great Britain, Scotland, Wales, whatever you want to fucking call yourself, we have a problem. We have a woman in charge of our country that can blatantly lie to our faces about shit. It was Cameron. But she still lied. You know, she's still in charge now. Do you know what I'm saying? Apparently. Yeah, well, unfortunately, everybody's going to blame the person, you know, before them. Do you know what I'm saying? Barack Obama did it for Bush. No doubt Trump will do it, blame all this shit on Obama. But at the end of the day, we need to do something. The CND, which is I hopefully get this right, the Nuclear Disarmament people, you know, protesters, group, whatever whatever the right name for it is. You know, they have stood up and spoke, and said their piece. Now I'm saying mine. I can't sit back and allow these mad people to do what they're doing to our country. I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry. I know some of you think, you know, well, what can you do? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make noise. I'm not going to go like the people in America with the inauguration of Donald Trump, go around smashing shit up. I'm going to do it how I want to do it. So I hope, you know, I can get this to my local MP, and I'm going to ask him. I'm going to tell him, you are, you know, meant to represent us, and, you know, our fears and everything else. You need to do something about this, because at the end of the day, I have children. Yes, that's why I've noticed, Linda. There are too many people that spend most of the time behind a computer, and don't get me wrong, I was guilty of that at one point. I believe we all were guilty at that at one point of you know, bigging ourselves up behind the computer. Now, I've had it throughout the whole time that I've done my peace and love journey and to try and make a difference in the world, you know, people crediting and discrediting my stuff. I'll give you a good example. When I tried to set up an event to coincide with the Million Mast March in Glasgow, because obviously, like I said, some of the people I know don't want to affiliate with anonymous